Wow! 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 Hello YouTube, what is up? Eroktic here. In today's video I want to talk about a game called Rockshot. Few days ago developers sent me the email to test their game out, and since there is not that many great games that you can play right now, I gave a chance to the Rockshot. And no, this is not a sponsored video. In this video you're gonna hear my honest opinion about this game. So I'm gonna give you both, and pros and cons about this game. So let's just get started. Rockshot is early access game and it is free to play on Steam. Although during my live stream some of the people were saying that game is not available in their country, so I'm guessing you will have to wait a little bit longer until they add new servers to your region. I do play on the EU and I can say that EU region is playable right now. Is it pay to win? No, it is not pay to win. Well, it was pay to win on the beginning, and that is the reason why it lost a lot of a player base, but they removed every single aspect from the game that gave unfair advantage by spending in real life currency. Now, at first, that does not mean anything to you because it is not your cash, you didn't spend money, you don't care. Actually, you should care about this, because if developer returns money to the players that purchased items from the cash shop, that means a lot. It means that they actually have moral standings and they do not want to screw their game up. And yes, I have double checked it, there is not even one single weapon that you can buy with in real life currency. There is nothing that you can buy with in real life cash. The only thing that is kinda pay to win are boosters. You can buy a booster for 24 hours for 10% extra experience and 10% extra money. And that is it. And you cannot brag about 10% extra experience boosters because the game is free to play, and even AAA games that cost $60 have this type of mechanic in the game for even more experience. Just take for example Battlefield, it had insane amounts of a boost, like 200% experience boost, so 10% is nothing. And nobody's even buying that because it is not worth. The only thing that you can buy with the in real life cash in Rockshot are decorations that do not have any statistics, except of a visual presentation of your character. That's it. For everything else that is in a shop, you actually need to grind. You actually need to play a game and earn currency so you can buy those weapons. And you're buying permanent weapons. And if you're looking at the shop really closely, you cannot see that many weapons. For example, for the assault rifles, you have AK-47 and you have M4A1. Yes, I know, there is not that many weapons that you can buy, but take in consideration that they removed a lot of pay-to-win weapons out of a shop that you actually cannot buy anymore. But you can win them. How to win them? With completing daily missions. As you can see on my left, you can actually see that my character is equipped with the Red Dragon LMG that was pay to win before, but now you can just earn it. And how game works right now is if you're active, if you're doing those daily missions, game is gonna offer you plenty of those types of guns. By completing daily missions, and there is 6 different missions and every single mission is gonna give you 3 tickets, and with those 18 tickets that you have earned by just playing a game, you're gonna use those tickets. Those tickets are actually loot box in a game. And like I already said, it is not pay to win. You cannot buy those loot boxes with in real life currency. The only way how to spin that wheel, how to get that draw, is with completing daily missions. That's it. And if you check the loot table for the prizes, you can unlock few brackets. Top tier are permanent guns that you can unlock, and then you have timed guns for 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 day, and then you have skills. We're gonna talk about those skills a little bit later. And also you have some consumables to get. And if you waste all of those tickets in 1 day, you're gonna get plenty of guns to play. But that's not it. Every single timed weapon that you get through those tickets will not start to deplete after you get them. That timer on the timed weapon is gonna start to deplete after you use them. Which means if you're playing actively, you're gonna have more weapons in your stash than actually spending them. You have 4 different classes. I will not go too deep into them, but you have Assault, it is basically using assault rifles, Gunner, that is using LMGs, Sniper, that is using bolt action sniper rifles, rifles or DMRs, and you have Hunter that can use every single weapon in the game, but for the cost of skills. Hunter cannot have skills. Every single class can have primary, secondary, melee, projectile, and the X gear, and every single class have a different benefits. For example, Gunner can have RPG as a secondary, or for example, Assault can have shotgun or SMG as a secondary. On the bottom you can see X gear. X gear is your ultimate. You're filling up X gear bar with the kills in a match, and once it reaches the maximum you can use that grenade launcher, for example. Every single loadout has 6 different slots for skills, and you're getting those skills or from the item shop. You can actually buy few of those skills in the item shop, or you can get them through the daily tickets, through that lottery that I was talking about earlier. And basically, as far as I can tell, every single skill has +1 and -1, which means if you're planning to build, for example, melee character, you will need to have +1 melee damage, but to compensate that, you'll actually need to decrease stats from somewhere else. Let's talk about the drills now. After you decide to play drill, game is gonna queue you up against other opponents. It can be team deathmatch or free-for-all. In team deathmatch, the goal is to reach certain amount of points. Team that reaches that goal is gonna win the match, or if the timer runs out of time, team that has more points is gonna win the match. And in free-for-all, player that has biggest amount of kills is gonna win the match after timers run out. Now let's talk about raids. To join in a raid, you actually need to have a clan, or you need to be in a clan. And after you join in a clan, even during the drills, you're gonna have a chance to participate in a base defense or base offense. What bases, you're asking? Well, raids are the end game in Rockshot. Currently, there are 4 different regions, and every single region has its own leaderboard. Those regions are controlled by certain clans, and each clan has a chance to challenge other clan for the territory. After clan decides to attack the another clan, they can attack it anytime. Clan that is defending is gonna get the notification that the other clan is attacking, and they're gonna be forced to defend their base. If attackers win, they're gonna take the percentage of a clan money, and if defenders manage to defend themselves, they're gonna take the percentage of the attacking clan. And as you can see on the bottom right corner of the screen, me personally, I have $1.5 million, but the clan dollars are 8.3 million. Which means if we are gonna get attacked right now and if we lose, attackers are gonna take 10-20% of our money, and they're gonna use that money to upgrade their own base. So basically, more people you have in a clan, the more people are attacking others, the more you're winning, stronger your base is gonna be, and it is gonna be harder for the attackers to attack. It really sucks that there is not more people that are playing this game, because this concept and this core game mechanic is creating such an awesome competitiveness in between clans that can lead towards a lot of drama on the internet, a lot of memorable battles, and a lot of intense matches. Yesterday during my live stream I got invited in the current strongest clan, Claymore, and I actually managed to experience and attack and defense of the bases. So basically, when you're gonna go attack a base, you can see fortress value, you can see defending wins, and you can see zones. Every single match has 3 different stages: Zone 1, Zone 2 and Zone 3. Which means attackers need to win, need to destroy their base 3 times in 3 different levels. And defenders have to stop them. But if defenders successfully defend first zone, they instantly won. Which means if you decide to attack somebody else's base, it is not just 3 times more difficult, because you need to win 3 in a row. Defenders also have the ability to defend themselves with the miniguns, with turrets, with mines, and with plenty of other defensive resources on their base. People are bragging that there are only 2 different game modes. Actually, if you're playing the end game, you have 4 different modes: base defense, base offense, team deathmatch and free-for-all. And every single mode has a completely different experience. But like I already said, this game is in early access, and if some of the bigger live streamers or bigger content creators on YouTube decide to check this game out and make a video, I can guarantee you that people are gonna play it, because game is actually responsive. Combat feels great, weapons are cool, graphics are cool. The only thing that is bothering me is that there is no shoulder swap. You cannot swap the shoulder from the right angle to the left one. I do not know why is everyone focusing on the Fortnite nowadays. Fortnite is also terrible without of a shoulder swap, and it is just ridiculous. If you decide to make a third-person shooter, you need to have a left shoulder swap without any doubt. The only time when you can shoulder swap is in a cover when you're looking on the left side, and that's pretty much it. But since the game is not cover-based shooter, you cannot rely on that. And also some of the weapons are pretty OP. For example, Red Dragon LMG is just ridiculous, and they will still have to rebalance some of those guns, but in general the only thing that this game actually needs is player base. Yesterday I was actually live streaming this game for 12 hours, usually I'm streaming for 6 hours, which means this game is really addictive, you're gonna love it, definitely. I was thinking about creating a few of a game guides here and there, but since it is early access I will not get into that too much. I'm probably gonna post some of a cool matches, and that's pretty much it. From now on, only time can tell. I'm gonna have my eye on this game. I'm gonna see how fast they are patching the game and how fast they are adding new features. And the more they add, more can you expect from me. That was pretty much it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're a content creator or a live streamer, try it out. You will not regret it. It is free to play, goddammit. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Eroktic out.